So today we're going to be talking about simplifying fractions, and many students will use the greatest common factor to help them simplify a fraction. So if you find the greatest common factor of 10 and 14, you'll take that number and you'll divide your numerator and denominator by it to get your simplified fraction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a factor tree for 10 and 14 to find the greatest common factor for 10 and 14. So I can multiply 5 times 2 to get 10, and those are both prime numbers, so I can circle them, and my factor tree for 10 is done. I can multiply 7 times 2 to get 14, and both of those are prime numbers, so I'm going to circle both numbers, and my factor tree is done. Now I need to write the prime factorization for 10, which is 2 times 5. And then I'm going to write the prime factorization for 14, which is 2 times 7. Now to find the greatest common factor, you want to see which factors do they have in common. So in this case, they only have a 2 in common. Nothing else matches. So the greatest common factor of 10 and 14 is 2. So that's what you're going to want to divide your numerator and denominator by. You will divide going across. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. And 14 divided by 2 is 7. So 5 sevenths is your simplified fraction. 10 fourteenths is 5 sevenths. Some students know right away that they need to divide the numerator and denominator by 2. So you can skip this step if you don't need it. If you know right away what the biggest number you can divide your numerator and denominator by is, then you can just skip right to this step. Try to focus on remembering to show what you're dividing by. Don't just write 10 fourteenths equals 5 sevenths. Try to show me what you're dividing by.